Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast.
That was so underwhelming. I was waiting for you just to do the Fred Figglehorn.
I apparently swallowed Fred Figglehorn a long time ago because I just belted out a hey that sounded just like him.
It sounded like an Alvin the Chipmunk just showed up in my room. I wanted to squash it with a hammer.
I'm gonna try again.
All right, give us your best Fred Figglehorn.
Hey! Hey, it's Fred!
Is that good?
That was pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like I was just loud.
That was no, dude, like the hay's on point. Like
Right,
it's
good.
Fred is like a little pitchy, dog. It could be a no from me.
Well, because he does go down when he does that.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, he also doesn't actually do that voice.
To be fair, I'm gonna say it right now. I did not use any audio editing to do that.
Griffin doesn't know how to.
I do too. How dare you say that to me?
I was trying to give you an out.
Yeah.
And
then I ruined it. Welcome back to the Exp Share Podcast, everybody. I would like
to... Did you say every bunny?
Everybody. I can't speak either.
Do they say that in Max and Ruby? I'm being serious. Do they say that in Nick Jr.'s show, Max and Ruby?
I know at, like, furry conventions, they say, like, every furry. Or something
All
like that.
I know is that in My Little Pony, they say every pony. So maybe
that's what it is.
So maybe I assumed every kid's show...
Had, like,
or
a
like
pun on that.
every bunny just sounds...
But are they all rabbits in Max and Ruby?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, they're all rabbits.
Why do I want to say this like a cat?
There isn't. They're all rabbit people.
Okay.
Like the main cast is white rabbits. Their grandma's a gray hair.
And then
her
best friend's
Ruby's
a black
friend,
rabbit.
No, she's a brown. She's an orangey brown.
There's a black rabbit in there somewhere.
Actually, they're not even really rabbits if they're hares. What a stellar beginning to the podcast.
Max and Ruby. Ruby and Max. This is a very stellar episode of the podcast. And by the way, if you hear any clicking in the background,
Max and Ruby.
My lovely girlfriend's just playing Sonic Adventure 2.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle
on the GameCube. I don't know, Dreamcast. Well, I don't even know GameCube. It's on a Wii.
Well,
on the GameCube emulator on the Wii.
Well, speaking of the GameCube, I recently made a purchase from GameStop.
What?
This week.
What a shock. Yeah. Why'd you go to GameStop of all places?
Well, no, I had to shop online.
Okay.
And it was the best available price I could find.
What'd you get?
So there's this little franchise that I like that you might not know about. It's called Chibi Robo. And I was able to find the first game on the GameCube for $40 there.
Really?
Yeah, as opposed to over $100 anywhere else. And so it should be coming in the mail either today or tomorrow, and that'll be good. That'll be fun.
Didn't you just play the 3DS version?
I'm not finished with it yet. I have a few gripes with it. I've played like about, I'd say, halfway through the DS game Park Patrol. It's really good. I just got preoccupied with other games. But Ziplash doesn't grasp my attention.
It doesn't.
Ziplash came out the year Nintendo made Star Fox Zero.
Doesn't tickle your testicles a little bit there?
All right, well, as I was saying, Ziplash came out the year they released Star Fox Zero, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, and I think one other terrible train crash. But so it was basically just like from the year Nintendo forgot what made their games good. I think maybe some new Super Mario Brothers game.
I don't know.
Also, but whatever. It was
Chibi Robo.
Yeah. Well, now I own the trilogy.
That is a dead franchise.
The American trilogy.
The American trilogy.
No, I think he has a chance in Smash Brothers as like a ballot because he's a meme. Because of the flaming Chibi Robo Nintendo posted, I think he's a meme now, and I think that memes have a shot.
He could be an assist trophy.
Yeah, he could. But like, I'd like to see Chibi Robo and his final smash is that flaming meme, and he just runs around invincible and kills everyone.
I saw a great GIF of the Labo Man.
Oh yeah,
everybody's
seen that GIF. I love that GIF.
It's such a good idea. To be in
I think Labo Man has a shot in the ballot. I don't think Nintendo's actually considering him.
Yeah,
but if people pull together in the ballot, Of course, if Rayman's not in the base game, I'm gonna go.
My
for
thought
Rayman
was
the
like they
ballot.
just do
assuming they do a ballot.
My thought process was they were just gonna do the robot if they did a Labo character.
Yeah, that'd be generic though.
Yeah. or like his final smash would be the robot or something like that.
Yeah.
He just goes gigantic.
So I guess we're talking about Smash Brothers characters.
Yeah, we're on the Smash.
I want Chibi Robo, I want Rayman, I want Ice Climbers, and I want Prince Fluff.
Prince Fluff. We did do a discussion on what characters we wanted in like the Lost episode we had.
did, but we're a little closer.
We're a little closer
to release.
No, we're not. We don't even know what the release date is.
You're telling me we're not closer to the release than we were the last time we talked about our predictions.
You're right. Some speculation has been thrown around. I don't know why a lot of people are wanting Rex and Pyra from Xenoblade Chronicles. I know why they make it in the game because they're trying to promote the new game, but I hate those characters.
Have you played it?
I played a little bit on Tucker's version of Xenoblade Chronicles. The voice acting in that game is so terrible. It's so bad.
You can choose which dub you want.
Yeah, but like even the Japanese dub isn't all that. Like the English dub sounds worse than like a 4Kids dub.
Do they have their Scottish and British accents, or is that strictly Xenoblade Chronicles 1?
I think they do have British accents. I don't remember.
Well, some of them are Scottish. It's like the British Isles.
But like the voice acting in that game is just so horrible, and I don't like Rex as a character.
Yeah. Is he just Shonen Boy?
He's Shonen Boy and kind of a whiny bitch. Pyra's interesting. I like Pyra, but I don't like Rex. Shulk is a better character. Just leave Shulk in the game, please.
Have you played Xenoblade Chronicles 1?
No, but I just know Shulk's a better character.
Backslash!
Backslash!
This is Monato's power!
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say the typical line.
What's the typical line? I'm really feeling it!
I didn't want to say
it. Is that it?
I knew you were gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it because I'm not a sellout.
Who do you want in the... Who do you want? You know, I said my ones.
Yeah, I haven't given that much thought. Like my brain just immediately whenever it says, "What do you want to smash?" Like Waluigi.
Waluigi, Bandana D, Captain Toad.
All the memes.
Well, they're not memes.
Bandana D's a meme.
He's not.
He's a meme.
He's
pick.
Cute. He's not a meme pick. He's the quadrilogy of Kirby characters these days.
I guess so. He's the Toad. He's the Toad.
You know, it'd be really weird
Kirby
though.
Series. Huh?
Adeline from Kirby 64 and the Crystal Shards. She's the artist who joins DDD and Waddle Dee and Kirby.
Interesting.
Yeah. Have you ever played that game?
No.
It's cute. It's really cute.
I kind of want, because I was just playing Punch Out for the Wii the other night.
You want Glass Joe?
No, not Glass Joe. Like, I want another Punch Out representative. I just don't know who they would do. Like, Glass Joe's an easy pick, but like...
King Hippo, then.
King Hippo would be a good one. Or, who is one that was like...
Doc Lewis.
Doc Lewis. No, well, I mean, he could be fun, but like, not really. I mean, it's possible.
What's his name? Disco
Kid. That could be a fun
Disco
one.
Kid?
Honestly,
the Canadian.
no, not Bear Hugger.
That's his name.
Aaron Ryan would be fucking funny.
Who's Aaron Ryan?
He's the Irish guy who's just a dirty, rotten cheater.
Doesn't he do like look over there?
He's like, look.
Or is he that character?
I think that's him. I don't remember.
He does something similar to that.
He like will whenever he like knocks you down, he'll like get up in your face and like taunt you, like say, "Oh, what you doing now, Mac? Why don't you get up? You want a cheeseburger now?" Because he's from New York, and New York
because he's in Brooklyn.
Like because Brooklyn's like cheeseburgers for some reason to him.
All America's burger.
Don Flamenco could be a funny one.
Which one is he?
He's the Spanish.
Oh yeah, I got him.
He's the Spanish one who has a toupee.
Of course, flamenco.
Piston Hondo.
You just basically want another...
I just want another Punch-Out representative. I mean, it'd be hard to do because like there are not many Punch-Out characters.
Here's a question. Have you bought Punch-Out Arcade on the Switch yet?
No, I haven't.
It's on my wish list. I might get it.
But
soon.
I think I have every type. No, I don't have the NES one anymore, but I have the SNES version and the Wii version.
And the arcade version's on Switch. So surprisingly,
I could have all the Punch-Out games if I wanted to.
But not Mike Tyson, because they're not going to release that on the eShop because...
Imagine my... Oh, I said to you the stupidest idea I've ever had in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so...
So I want Rayman.
You said, like, we talked about Ubisoft representatives because Ubisoft's a bit buddy with Nintendo lately.
Especially with, like, Rayman Legends Definitive Edition is exclusive to Switch, and Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle is really big.
Yeah. And, like, part of the world.
So obviously, like the given characters are Rayman or Rabbids.
Rayman or Rabbids, right. And then me, an intellectual, is thinking, y'all are wrong, okay? Hear me out here. Now, we know that Rayman and the Rayman Rabbids are pretty popular with the kiddies, and they'd be pretty big, and they could work in Smash.
Yeah.
However, out of those franchises, what do you think sells more? Neither, compared to Just Dance.
Just Dance.
I'm calling it now. If the Wii Fit Trainer can be in Smash,
and Mr. Game & Watch,
and Mr. Game & Watch,
and Rob,
then the Just Dance dancers could be in Smash 5.
No,
I'm calling it now.
It's the Just Dance lady from the Emoji Movie. But they're not going to use the same voice actress because they're just going to use someone else who needs a check.
Yeah. But...
Because her character is actually not credited in the credits. They just write someone who needed a check.
No, then they can just, like, sell it saying, we got Selena Gomez in the game because she's playing the Just Dance character.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now. The Just Dance dancers are going to be in Smash 5.
No, the Just Dance silhouette. And every move they use is a different, like, singer silhouette. So, like, you get... Like, his taunt is Gangnam Style.
Oh! Yo!
And, like his standard special move is Rah Rah Rasputin.
Because I was looking at... The reason I thought of this, I was at Walmart last night.
And you saw Just Dance 2018 for the Wii.
Well, that, and I saw Just Dance, like, the original Just Dance is a Nintendo Select.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
It was on sale. It was like $20, but it's a Nintendo Select. If you find it, I don't remember. I saw it. I swear on my life that there's a Nintendo Select version of Just Dance, the original, the first one.
That's nice of them.
Yeah. So, I won't be shocked if the Just Dance dancers make into Smash 5. But come on, guys. Hear me out here.
The Rhythm Heaven Choir has a better chance. Speaking of Rhythm Heaven, I was listening to the soundtrack on the way here.
Rhythm Heaven? Is that the one where, like, they say, like, Karate Joe or whatever his name is can make it in?
Karate Joe, the choir kids, and the announcer girl in the red dress.
I would like to see another WarioWare representative.
Like Ashley or Kat and Anna?
Yeah.
Or,
Kat and Anna would be a good, like, duo.
Or Mike.
Ashley or Kat and Anna.
I'm a karaoke machine. I love Mike.
I don't know. I feel like the WarioWare series could use just one more representative. Especially because don't they have a new one coming out for the 3DS?
Yeah, they have WarioWare Gold, which has like a combination of all of the best ones and a lot of new ones. I'm definitely getting it because I love WarioWare Touched.
She saw a WarioWare game in the Game Over Video Games today, and she was shocked that
Which WarioWare game? Twisted?
The pink one, whatever the pink one is.
Do It Yourself or Smooth Moves? They're both pink.
Smooth Moves.
I love Smooth Moves. Well, I never played it, but
she didn't know that you didn't know the WarioWare series existed, did you? No, she didn't. She's keeping quiet.
Oh man, WarioWare's great. There's WarioWare Twisted on the Game Boy Advance that has a built-in gyroscope on it.
Really?
So it's like a Game Boy cartridge with like a big thing on the front. You can't really play it on the Game Boy Advance SP because then the tilt controls are inverted because the controller slot's in the bottom now. But like it's funny because what I've seen some people do is they plug it into the bottom of the GameCube with like the little GameCube adapter thing, and then just holding the GameCube and twisting it like that. Like it has that game had a gyroscope. Then they made WarioWare Touch that made use of the touch screen. Then they made WarioWare Smooth Moves. Then they made Do It Yourself, which was community. It was like Mario Maker, but for WarioWare. And so like the Homestar Runner guys still make WarioWare Do It Yourself games for that. And they made Game and Wario next.
I don't know.
Unless there was another one. No, there wasn't another one.
I never got into the WarioWare series, but I'm like, I could use another representative.
I'll lend you WarioWare Touched.
Okay.
It's good. You keep getting notifications.
I don't know why it's coming through the speakers right now. I think it's just acting up, but whatever. The other characters, I think we could go with the new Donkey Kong representative.
Dixie.
Funky Kong.
It's going to be Super Smash Brothers Switch, new funky mode.
New funky mode.
And Knuckles.
If that's the
yeah.
name if Knuckles makes it into the game.
Well,
it's gonna be Smash Brothers 5
thing.
and Knuckles.
That's another thing. If they were to add another Sonic representative, would it be
Knuckles,
Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, or Amy? Because those are the main Sonic characters.
I would prefer Dr. Eggman. Or Knuckles. I think Knuckles is probably the best bet. Either that or it's Shadow.
Well, if they added Knuckles, it'd be weird that Tails isn't there.
Yeah.
And I guess if they added Shadow, it'd be like, oh, okay, so it's not Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Whereas if they added Tails, it wouldn't be weird that Knuckles isn't there because...
I feel like they might do Knuckles because Sonic Mania on the Switch is pretty big.
Could you imagine if they were like, the launch trailer for Sonic Mania Plus ends, and then Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Mighty, and Ray all end up in Super Smash Brothers Switch.
That'd be insane.
Or wait, here's an idea. What if instead of another character, what if they added Classic Sonic?
Normal Sonic already kind of sucks though, and you can't really expand upon regular Sonic on his own. What would you do with Classic Sonic? Because he doesn't... The Classic Sonic would basically just be a clone at that point. Like, more of a clone than a clone is normally. Like, compared to, like, Toon Link and Link, that's, like, more of a clone than that.
Well, his down special could be different in that it's like the drop dash.
That's already Sonic's, like, smash in midair.
No, that's his side and down special always. But, like, they should give Sonic another move. Because
killing move.
Two of his special moves are the same.
He doesn't have a killing move. Like if
he can wind up a punch and hit someone.
Like I feel like if the homing attack that he has in the game was faster, then he
didn't have that rev up time of.
Yeah, if it was like instant like in the games, then I think he could be a much better character. Other characters I'd like to see in the game. I feel like Arms Guy or Springman's meant to be in there.
I'd like to see Springman.
I would like to see Ivysaur return, not the Brawl version, the Project M version of Ivysaur. He's fucking great.
What's the down special in Project M? Have you hacked your Wii yet so we could play Project M?
No,
Or do you? Is it too risky?
Risky.
It's not like you're gonna avoid any warranty.
It's just risky for me.
I've hacked my Wii, but like But when I wasn't able to install the Make the Ice Climbers Game Grumps mod, I was like, okay, I'm done.
Her sister, they have two Wiis, one that's just normal, one that's hacked, and they can just play Project M on that hacked one, and then play normal games on the normal one. I could do that, but like, where else am I gonna find a Switch or a Wii that I could buy for $50 like I did with the current one I have?
I think you can get one for $60 at GameStop.
70
at GameStop.
$70 for that? No way. I wouldn't buy it just to hack for Project M. Fuck that.
All right.
What other characters do I want to see? It's like any characters I ever wanted are just kind of there. The only ones I'm like still pushing for like Waluigi and like Crash is like I wasn't a Crash fan anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. It wouldn't be like it'd be like cool, but it'd be like cool.
Yeah, I don't care about Crash or Spyro getting in.
Yeah, I'm really trying to think. Like, there's no like big shock.
I don't have a horse in the race with Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, I don't even. It's just a dead horse. The franchise has been dead for years. You did.
I think Microsoft would have to pay Nintendo for them to put it in the game.
You did show me a Pixel Party put out like a list of trademarks that Nintendo made recently for like Punch Out, Paper Mario, Mario.
Pixel Party just reported on it, but Nintendo filed a lot of trademarks for Mario Party, Dr. Mario, Punch Out, and Mario Kart, I think.
See, my thought process is maybe they're just renewing those licenses,
which is a possibility.
Because those are I feel like Mario Party would have already been renewed at this point, though.
But honestly, I would love a Mario Party on the on the Switch.
I'm always down for a new Punch-Out game.
If it's like Mario Party 4, 5, and 6, like on the GameCube and below, even like where you're not all in the car.
Yeah.
You know, and the mini games are fun. Like just make it like that, because the Switch would be great because you could just break off a controller and give it to someone else.
Punch-Out would be great for the Switch because it's the same thing. You could just like the Joy-Cons are just NES controllers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the motion control, and I was like, but then that would steal players from ARMS.
Like anyone in the fucking world knows what Punch-Out is. I think I'm like the world's #1 Punch-Out fan. I'm willing to bet. I'm one of the #1 Punch-Out fans in the world.
You don't have Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
I had it.
What happened to that?
Got lost.
Do you have Mr. Dreams Punch-Out?
I don't. But you know what? I will own them one day, okay? I'll own them all!
All of them. Do you have the arcade version? Not on the Switch. I mean, do you have the cabinet?
Oh, that's the day I cement myself as the #1 Punch-Out fan, is I have a cabinet of the arcade version. But, oh god. I'm literally just trying to think of characters. Do we need more Mario representatives?
Really just Waluigi and Toad, and I think we're done.
People are pushing for like Paper Mario, and I'm like,
maybe Shy Guy.
No, Shy Guy, that's pushing it. I think a new Yoshi representative could work.
Now, a Mario representative that I would want, aside from Waluigi and Captain Toad, would be Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2. You know, he's the frog who doesn't like vegetables. I
know. Wart. Super Mario Bros. 2. Game of the year.
Super Mario Bros. 2.
Game of the year. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't put him in the game. It's Game of the Year, like 5 years in a row. 10 years in a row.
I've personally expressed a desire for Pichu. Like
Pichu that doesn't suck.
If they made Pichu not hurt itself and not be a clone of Pikachu, it'd be fun.
She's giving you an okay.
Like honestly, Pichu, if they made it so that it didn't have all the same moves as Pikachu, and that it didn't hurt itself with every move, it'd be fine. Like, maybe it still hurts itself with thunder.
It's kind of like how people want...
Because, like, that's lore-wise. Like, Pichu hurts itself because it doesn't know its power. But, like, just have it only get hurt by thunder. Sure, keep thunder, but, like, give it other moves, make it not a clone character, and be good. I'd like it.
I could see them bringing one of, if not all, the champions from Breath of the Wild. Either that, or they just give Link the champion powers in its new moveset if they make one.
Oh, wait, you don't know what it's probably going to be?
What?
Breath of the Wild Link and Twilight Princess Link are different characters.
Yeah.
Twilight Princess Link's Final Smash is the Triforce Slash.
And
Breath of the Wild's Final Smash is
like a Mega
all
Man,
of the Guardian, all of the champions get in their Divine Beasts and shoot a laser at someone.
Like a Mega Man Final Smash?
Like a Mega Man, like a Captain Falcon.
Duck Hunt
Thing.
Yeah.
Where,
so it'd be like an event thing. I get it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That's a cool one. I
couldn't see them adding 4 Zelda representatives at one time.
4 at once? I don't know if they do. Like, would they?
I don't even know if they're gonna keep Twilight Princess.
See, what I want them to do
at this point
is take Project M's like costumes that they have, but make them separate movesets. You know?
You mean like?
So let's say we're not adding new representatives, but
I don't want to. I don't want different color alterations to have different movesets, because then you get into the problem of, well, then we need 4 colorations of Breath of the Wild Link and 4 colorations of Twilight Princess Link.
I'm just saying,
it can't be one player.
Like, let's say we had a Link slot, and it has both Link, or like Twilight Princess Link, Breath of the Wild Link, Toon Link, and Young Link.
You're asking for a lot of color palette swaps, because you have
I'm not asking for the color.
You have 8-player Smash, so every player needs to be able to pick the same character if they want.
That's true.
So that would be 36 different color options for one character.
It would lessen the roster down a little bit.
No, it would only look like it lessens the roster down.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Whatever. I don't know. I'm just like brainstorming here. I'm not saying these are ideas that are perfect for the game.
Oh, you know what else they could do? They could have Toon Link's Final Smash be Triforce Slash. Have Breath of the Wild Link's Final Smash be Divine Beast's attack. But they could have Twilight Link's Final Smash be turning into Wolf Link with Midna.
Or they could do Skyloft Link, Skyward Sword Link.
What would his Final Smash be?
Motion controls.
His Final Smash would be Bomb Bowling.
Bomb Bowling.
No, his Final Smash would be.
They added Bomb Bowling.
His
Skyward
Final
Sword
Smash would be he would summon the imprisoned, and he would show up and eat everyone.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, it's Twilight Link.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
Breath
Mario's gonna have.
of the Wild Link is too similar to Skyward Sword Link. They have the same art style.
Yeah, and they have the same movesets. Or like they have the same items typically. I'm wondering if they'll do like. I think they're gonna use like the Sheikah Slate abilities for like Link's smash attacks, like the Frost, the Magnesis, the Time Stop. Time Stop would be fucking broken if they do it wrong. Oh, that'd be terrible. But it could make for a cool combo.
If I want a new
make for easy grabs.
Okay, so for new Zelda characters, I want Masks Link. Young Link.
Young Link with the mask, yeah.
Twilight Princess Link to return, alongside this new Breath of the Wild Link, and Pig Ganon, not Ganondorf, but Ganon.
I want Toon Sheik.
You mean Tetra?
Toon Sheik.
There's no Toon Sheik. That's Tetra.
Toon Sheik. That's what he is.
She,
he, whatever. Who fucking cares?
It's Tetra.
Toon Sheik. Shink.
If you add Tetra, you have to add Toon Zelda.
Is there a problem there?
Yes.
No.
Because are we going to have Breath of the Wild Zelda or Twilight Zelda or both?
Do you think?
And then is Sheik gonna get a Breath of the Wild style design, like how Sheik got a Twilight Princess design, even though she wasn't in those games? See, that opens up a whole can of worms.
A big old can of worms. Now, my question
is Dark Samus in the game?
Now, I'm just hoping Mario's Cappy abilities make him more separate from Luigi, so Luigi can stand on his own as a separate character from Mario in a Smash game for once.
What?
Luigi has always been...
How would Cappy make...
Because maybe he'll have, like, different abilities, much more different abilities than the similar abilities he has to Luigi.
No, Luigi has similar abilities to Mario.
I feel like
not the other way around.
I feel like Mario started it. He started ripping off Luigi first.
All right. The character unlocked from the start of the game ripped off the one that's not available.
Green Mario needs some sympathy in his life, all right?
No, I think...
My question also is, maybe instead of introducing an old Metroid character, they're going to introduce a new Metroid character, Metroid Prime 4, and they're going to put him or her in the game.
No, I think Dark Samus should be the character.
Or they'll just make a new character for Metroid Prime 4.
Maybe.
And put them it's in the game to promote Metroid Prime 4.
And it's like a guy who, at the climax of the story, turns out to be Ridley but transformed, and so his Final Smash is turning into Ridley.
Maybe. That'd be pretty good. However...
But then they spoil the plot twist.
Yeah, they spoil the plot twist if they do that. So the game...
Well, it's not like Zelda turning into Sheik didn't ruin Ocarina of Time for everyone.
I mean... Ocarina of Time came out first, though.
Yeah.
So, Metroid Prime 4...
Yeah, but here's the thing. Metroid Prime 4 is releasing June 29th.
Either that, or he could be a villain, and instead of transforming into Ridley, he rides Ridley into battle, and Ridley just does all the attacking.
No, Ridley's a person. He wouldn't want someone flying on his back. He's like, hey, I'm a pirate. Don't patronize me. I'm not a horse.
Not a horse?
Sorry, I said an F-bomb.
Oh, wow.
But, well, technically Ridley said it. So it wasn't...
He did it! He said it!
Got him.
So, I think that's all I can think of for Smash characters, honestly.
You're not, no third parties? No.
Third parties? Okay, let me throw out some third parties out there.
I mean, aside from Knuckles.
Knuckles is
Knuckles!
Knuckles.
I want Classic Sonic. I want Boom Sonic.
Boom. No.
Bounce pad.
Bounce pad.
That's his tongue. He says, bounce pad.
Who else? I don't know any third part. Shrek.
Some. No, I don't.
Goku is never gonna make it. Shrek's
No,
never gonna
no
make
joke characters, Griffin. Get right to the
it. Hey,
nitty-gritty.
Funimation said they would put Goku in the game if they could.
No, some intern running the Twitter said that. All right.
But Funimation doesn't even make Dragon Ball Z. It's Toei Animation, so it doesn't even really matter if Funimation says so or not. Besides, we already have Goku in the game. It's Lucario.
Yeah.
He's just Goku.
Same voice actor.
Same voice actor, same moveset, same character. Moving on. Third-party characters I want to see. Yeah.
You don't really care?
We've
We've already got Mega Man, Sonic, and Pac-Man.
Yeah, we've already got the big
You don't
boys.
do you want Snake?
I would like to see Snake come back, but I doubt it because Konami is very stingy right now. They don't want to give him
Very
up.
stupid.
Very stupid. Besides, the original reason Snake was even in the game
Well,
is because Hideo Kojima
ass.
begged Sakurai to put him in the game.
No, he just asked.
No, he begged it. I think he
No, he asked because his son was like, I want. Can you put one of your characters in the Smash Brothers game, Daddy? And he was like, okay, I'll try. And then he asked him, and Sakurai's like, sure, whatever.
Sure, whatever.
And then Nintendo said no guns. And he was like, all right, he gets a lot of explosives.
I think you want Bomberman.
I do. I would like Bomberman, but he's not as high on the list as like Rayman.
Yeah.
Or as likely as Rayman or the
Could
Rabbids.
you see the Assassin's Creed guy?
Ezio or Altair?
Probably be the most recent Assassin's Creed game, the one from Origins.
Well, no. Because
There's no
Assassin's
Assassin's Creed game
is-
on the Switch.
Assassin's Creed Man isn't the mascot of Ubisoft.
Outlast
And, well,
Monster. Because
at
fun
this
fact,
point-
Outlast 2 is on the Switch. I
Yeah.
found this out yesterday. I was scrolling through the eShop and I was like, Outlast 2's on the Switch? Like there was no word about this, no news, nothing. I'm pretty sure the developers probably said something on Twitter or something.
This was probably an article on Kotaku once.
Probably, but like I didn't even know it was on the Switch. Like
Yeah.
Nintendo didn't say anything about it. No one said anything about it. So I was like, I mean, I don't even like Outlast, but I'm like, that's pretty interesting.
That's an issue with the eShop in general, in that all of the games get buried under all of the arcade archives, all of the shovelware.
Yeah, they
like
really
Hello
need
Kitty.
to do. They really need to organize the eShop a bit better.
They just need to make it like the 3DS and Wii U eShop, where it's like recommended for you, like a whole bunch of settings on the bottom, and then like the promoted stuff at the top,
or like
new
just
releases.
an indie, or like how Steam has, where you have an indie section.
Well, that's on
for
the 3DS and Wii U version.
Yeah,
So we have that too. Just make, and also, so just give us the 3DS and Wii U eShop with the 3DS and Wii U eShop music.
Just make it organized. Oh, no, just give us the Wii music, the Wii shop music.
Oh yeah,
Bum, 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 bum.
yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
That's what we need.
Wait.
Um,
Okay, we're still recording. I thought my heart stopped for a second. I can't think of anybody else.
yeah.
What characters do you think won't make it?
I think that
If Mega Man makes it back
I
in,
think
then we can
two-
expect Ryu to make it back
I think
in.
2 or 3 Fire Emblem characters are getting cut.
Roy's gone.
No, I think Roy's staying.
No,
He's too much of our boy.
Roy's our boy.
I think-
Corrin's definitely not making it to the next game.
Yeah.
They can't get rid
Unless
of
unless it's like a Mario Galaxy 2 sequel type where all of the characters are still in and it's just like a bigger.
I haven't finished. Alright, no, Corrin's not even from.
Corn's the
Birthright.
dragon one.
Yeah, I haven't even played the game she's from. She's not from Birthright, is she?
No, I don't think so.
I don't remember.
The only Fire Emblem game I've ever played was
touched,
the one with Roy.
What's the fuck is it called? I touched
Warriors.
the opposite of Birthright for like 20 seconds, or like
Fates.
for like 10 minutes, and then stopped playing because I was not bored, but just like I got distracted.
Yeah.
Hold on, there's we part this interruption for this cat.
So I said Fire Emblem Warriors, right?
Yeah.
So I was just reminded of an idea that I saw posted on forums lately about an idea for a new Warriors game.
What's that?
And it's called Amiibo Warriors. Wouldn't that be awesome if like every amiibo just became compatible with a Warriors game?
That'd be pretty neat.
It's like you could have
The thing is
Chibi Robo, Solera Vestora, and Mario
oh, Shovel
fight
Knight.
hordes of enemies. Shovel Knight too.
Shovel Knight, I hope he can make it in. I doubt it. I hope there's like some indie representative, not Minecraft Steve.
The only indie reps I really want are
Shantae.
Shovel Knight and Shantae. Shantae's higher though.
Yeah. Shovel Knight is just kind of like, well, it'd just be neat.
Yeah.
But I could see.
Shantae has a history.
But the problem with that game you're talking about, Brendan, is that they're not selling amiibos anymore.
Well, I thought we were talking about Smash again.
Well, I was going into the fact that they're not selling. You were going off. I was going off your Amiibo Warriors idea.
You think they're not selling amiibos anymore?
Do you see any in the Targets or the WalMarts?
No, but
The what?
they'll just make another wave soon. They're gonna make new artwork for the new Smash Brothers.
I mean, you can buy them online, but you can't buy them directly from a retailer anymore.
You sure? Because you can see.
I went to several stores yesterday, Brendan. Didn't
Alright.
see a single amiibo.
Well, they're still compatible with new games.
Oh, I know they are.
Little Nightmares is coming out next month, and it's compatible with
not
Pac-Man.
even Detective Pikachu's. I didn't even see those around.
Oh, well, because usually it's bundled with the game, and to get it separate, you have to order it online.
Not from a retailer.
What do you mean
Again,
from a retailer?
I mean, you could buy them from retail.
What?
You could buy Detective Pikachu amiibos from retail. Ooh, Detective Pikachu costume for Pikachu in the next game.
Oh, please. Please.
I feel like that's just inevitable.
Please. And make sure that he has voice lines. Like, if they could implement that, a color swap that has different voice lines from everywhere else.
That'd be neat.
Put Detective Pikachu in
Smash. It'd be like an Overwatch when they have different color, like different
unless
outfits, they will change
unless
voice
it's
lines
canon
sometimes.
in Detective Pikachu that he doesn't use moves very often. Because that might be in the game.
True. I don't know. Smash characters again. They're like some indie titles, some indie represents.
I really want Shantae.
Not Minecraft Steve. Not Sans from Undertale.
Sans Undertale?
I mean, he's already in the game. Ness.
Of course.
How can we forget? Why are people already saying that Sans needs to be in the game? He's already there.
Yeah. See, just take a look.
It's Steven
Do
before.
you want any?
It's Steven after not surviving.
If they had to add another Earthbound character, who would you want?
Oh, what's his name?
Pooh?
Pooh.
I'd love Pooh.
Pooh or
The Warrior Man.
Pooh
Isaac.
Isaac, the Rocket Kid.
Or no, Jeff. Jeff is his name.
Jeff or Pooh.
Isaac is from Golden Sun.
Isaac's from. I could see him being in the game.
Could you see?
No, I think he'll still be stuck in assist trophy status this next game.
He's a good assist trophy. Like he's a pretty yep, that's an assist trophy character.
Yeah. Could another Star Fox representative make it?
Crystal, and
Yeah.
bring back Wolf.
We don't need Wolf.
Playtime's over.
Playtime's over.
Don't get too cocky, Star Fox.
I need to close the door now because there's sound coming through.
Alright, so do it.
But the
Dare
cat's gonna scream.
Alright, well, who cares?
We're in a constant battle with this cat.
I'm coughing a lot because allergies are awful.
Really?
Grass pollen is super high.
I dealt with mine in March. Thank you very much. That's how I was feeling about 3 weeks ago.
Well, I've been chalked up on medication, popping pills.
Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for our hypothetical Smash discussion today.
Yeah.
Because we spent a long time talking about it, and now
We talked about it before on the other podcast. That's not
maybe we'll
the
get
lost episode.
Maybe we'll get released one day.
Don't have a lot to say.
Yeah.
You know what? I asked my sister. Asked her or bleep out her name.
Okay.
But I asked her. Said, "What characters do you want in Smash Brothers, small child? Because that new game is coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you want to play as?" And she couldn't come up with anything. She was like, Hello Kitty, SpongeBob. And I was like, all right, yeah, they basically have all of the kids identifiable characters.
Yeah, honestly, they do.
Like they
what else can you really put in there aside from like
more Pokemon, you know?
more Pokemon or like
what there's no like underrepresented
franchise.
like
well,
kids
again,
franchises.
like kids franchise, yes, but like
they're like identifiable immediately.
underrepresented franchises in general are just like Metroid and Punch Out are the only ones I could think of. And Punch Out and Metroid are just because they don't have that many characters outside of like Samus and Little Mac. So like I don't know what else you could really do aside from like pull from like the most obscure side characters like the Federation Force Troopers. Or something like that. I don't know.
Did I say that in the last episode?
I think you did. Or
Yeah,
you mentioned it offhand. I said, fuck you.
That's the other game that came out the year Chibi Robo Ziplash came out. Federation Force.
There we go.
Yeah, that was a bad year.
That was a bad E3 that year. That E3.
No, not the E3, but like the year in general.
Well, wasn't there like a Yoshi? Didn't like Yoshi's Woolly World come out that year?
Yeah, but people like that game.
I could see Poochie making it out.
Yeah, because Poochie's in Mario Odyssey.
Or just Yoshi a woolly skin for Yoshi. I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'd want Prince Fluff to have a Kirby color. Yarn Kirby. I really want Prince Fluff.
I kind of just want more costumes. Just like pulling these cool costumes from their other franchises. Like,
what if they had customization where you can change the hue?
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
A little too much customization, but it'd be neat. I think that's gonna do it though for our Smash discussion today. As we move on to a spoiler discussion, I think. Do you want to talk about this this week?
I don't want to talk about Infinity War.
You don't?
Because I don't want to talk about it yet. I want to see it again first.
I feel like I've been able to sit on it. I've seen it. I haven't seen it twice, but I've like sat on it for a few days. I don't know. Just like a small discussion would be fine, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Just like mention it because it's gonna be out of the loose Noop in like a week.
Spoiler warning: click to this timestamp.
Click to this timestamp if you don't. We'll give a basic thoughts first, I guess.
Base thoughts.
It's nice.
I really liked it.
I initially gave it a 4 on Twitter, but then I sat down, thought about it for a little bit, and I think it's gone up a little bit. It's gone to a 6 now.
All right.
Maybe it's not that low anymore. Like I don't know. Like first time watching it, I thought I kept thinking to myself, I don't know if I truly care about these characters anymore because I'm like, well, I like the characters. I do. I really do. But like. Found it hard to believe any of the real danger when the back of my brain just kept screaming, but there's like 70 more movies coming out for all these characters. Why should I care?
Well,
and like then I thought of it.
You told me that, but then I had the thought that like you mentioned that as though like so the stakes aren't there, but I think they still are because they can't just ignore it. Yeah. And go on to the next movie. Like, it needs to be addressed.
Yeah, it has to be addressed. This is like borderline spoilers. I'll still put a spoiler timestamp, but like, if you don't want any spoilers at all, then skip over to the timestamp. But like, if you want to know a little bit of brief thoughts, you're good here. But like they do have to address a lot with it. There's like. The ending leaves so much open. You're just like, where the hell did he go from this?
Well, and also
what do we do next?
Like the slated titles, right? The slated movies that are coming out.
Yeah.
I don't think they directly conflict with the characters that died. I don't think they do. You said we put up a spoiler warning.
No. People know that people die in this movie. I'm saying like, spoilers now? We're on spoilers. Get to the timestamp definitely now if you don't want to get spoiled.
There's another character called Spider-Man in universe that's Miles Morales.
Yes.
They could switch over and there's another character who could be the Black Panther.
There is another character and there's another character who could be Doctor Strange.
Another universe is Doctor Strange. Like the Doctor Strange is like too weird.
That's the hard one.
Guardians. Well, no, he's not hard because there's like infinite versions of him.
Guardians has a replacement group for Guardians 3.
Yeah, it's Sylvester Stallone and Miley Cyrus and them. Do you know Miley Cyrus is the robot?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a dumb thing. There was like one character I was like, how do you replace him? Oh yeah, there's Falcon, who I literally don't give a shit about.
They're not making a Falcon movie.
I know, but I guess you're right. If the fact that those characters are gone doesn't really matter, because no one cares about Falcon.
Like,
anytime I saw Falcon on screen in this movie, I said, why are you still in these movies, Falcon? I can't name a single person who could tell me, honestly, face to face with me, that they love Falcon.
Yeah.
I can't name anybody.
I can say that I like him and I like his sense of humor, but like he's really just he's really just another character on the Avengers.
He's just worst War Machine.
Yeah.
He's worse War Machine. He's younger War Machine who's not old and dying like Don Cheadle is.
Well, and he's good friends with Cap. That's his other trait.
Oh, great! Just like Bucky Barnes. Yeah, they had. Well, like then why would they get rid of the replacement for Captain America?
Because Captain America's not dying.
I know. Well, you don't know that.
Stupid.
So I guess we're in spoilers now. So let's talk about it.
We were in spoilers when I said characters died.
Yeah, we were.
And then I talked about movies that the characters that died could have replacements for.
Spoiler alert: everyone dies except for like half the characters because because Thanos wins.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, let's talk about characters we thought would die. Because I went into that theater.
I was fully expecting Cap to bite the bullet.
I walked in the theater and my spidey sense tingled and I said, Peter Parker's dying. I was like, and I had no idea they were intending to kill off any characters in this movie.
No, I
went in there and I was like, oh, it's a Marvel movie. No one's gonna die. They're not gonna be able to find a way to defeat Thanos this movie, and they'll go into hiding, or they will.
See,
I was like, I don't think they're gonna kill off anyone in this movie. And then I walked in the theater and I was like, Peter Parker's dying. Peter Parker is dying, because I thought we talked about characters that would die.
We said
if they wanted to kill off anybody, and I said, well, Peter Parker, because there's a whole Spider-Verse of Spider-Mans. There's Miles Morales, there's Gwen Stacy, there's Anya Corzone, there's the infinite Peter Parkers. There's a pig. There's a Japanese one that can summon a robot with his mind. Yeah. There's an infinite universe of Spider-Man. So
in the back of my brain,
he could die.
But we're dealing with Disney Marvel, a studio that has played it so safe by the books for like 20 films now. Like, what characters besides all the characters in this movie that died? Who died? Like, the only people that die in Marvel movies are like villains or like minor characters. That's really it.
And even then, Loki comes back.
Loki came back, and like the biggest death I think the MCU ever had
prior to this moment was Peggy Carter.
No, I was gonna say
she did.
Yondu.
Yes, Yondu.
He was like the biggest one. That I was like shocked. Like, wow, he died. That was great. That's why I love Guardians 2 so much.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Guardians 2. We're spoilers for everything right now. We're spoiling all Marvel movies at this point.
Yeah, okay, during the fight scene where they were all fighting like the monstrosities in Wakanda, I was like, man, if Yondu wasn't dead, he would whistle and they'd all be dead.
Dude! Yondu would have just
That's why they killed him off. Because they were like, if he
because they know how broken of a character he is.
They thought it through all the ins and outs. They were like, okay, all right, so...
Well, like, they knew, like, okay, our most broken character right now, who do we have? We have Doctor Strange. We have Yondu. I like what they did at the beginning, though. They showed at the beginning they had Thanos fighting, I think, two of the MCU's strongest characters, Thor and Hulk.
And Loki.
I saw a review where...
Well, I guess Loki isn't strong without the Tesseract, really.
No, and Thor's not strong without his hammer or the axe that was built by Peter Dinklage, which was the biggest surprise of the movie.
That was... Okay, I like to imagine that Peter Dinklage was approached by Marvel and they were like, hey, we want you to play a dwarf in this movie. He's like,
of course.
God, I'm getting typecasted. And he's like, no, he's the biggest character in the movie.
He's bigger than Thanos.
He was like, I'm in.
I was snickering so hard when he showed up in the movie. I thought, what he's doing here, Peter Dinklage? Like,
I didn't recognize him.
It took me a second. I was like,
wait a minute.
Is that Dinklage? And it's like, that's Peter Dinklage. He's in the movie, and he's like a dwarf.
He did really good.
He was so he's.
You didn't. I felt his emotion when he was like, "My hands are gone now. I can do nothing. I'm a blacksmith who can't use my hands. I am actually worthless."
I like the moment.
And I had to watch all my friends die.
I like the moment where he's like, if you suck it, if you absorb, you're about to take the power of a star. It could kill you. Is like, only if I die. Yep, that's what
killing you means.
That's what killing you means.
And then he was like, "This is suicide." And he's like, "So is facing Thanos without that hammer."
This movie had so many great quotes. I think my favorite one was when Spider-Man said, "You can't have a friendly neighborhood, Spider-Man, without a neighborhood."
Or, well, you know what I mean. It doesn't quite make sense, but you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
I also...
the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Is Kevin Bacon a part of that? Like what? Like from Footloose? Yes. Is it still the best movie of all time? It never was.
And then he shoots him a look.
I love Star-Lord in this movie, even though he has that one like fuck up, which still works in his character.
I think his fuck up was great.
His fuck up was in his character.
It was in his character, and I felt it was a good parallel for Tony. Yeah. To see how it felt when he betrayed Captain.
Yeah.
And tried to kill Bucky in Civil War.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was like I thought that was a teaching moment.
Oh, that's what I did.
But that was afterwards Thanos could sit him down on his knee and say, "Teaching moment, all right?"
Yeah. Thanos is good as a villain.
Thanos is really good. I thought about him more, and I was like, yeah, he's kind of just riding the line in the middle. But then I was like, well, he had a lot of emotional parts where he was like
when you watch
and he's pretty rational.
Like you were saying, he was gonna be like a villain who's misunderstood. I was like, no, like because again, I went into this movie with the lowest expectations possible. Like I wasn't expecting. You're
expecting Thanos to just be
big mean purple man,
big purple Hulk who puts on a gauntlet and he puts stones in it and makes him punch harder.
Something like that.
That's like basically what I expected.
That's what I was fully expecting from Thanos. Again, but the one problem I don't like his design at all.
Really?
I keep saying it. I don't know why. I think it's this stupid meme, but I look at him and like the performance is great, the motion capture is great, the effects on him are great. I just can't look at him and not think of the Pawn Stars dude. I can't.
I still don't see
it.
I saw a meme that showed him transforming into it, but I still couldn't see it.
I don't know why. Or some other like bald guy that like he looks like some bald guy from some movie I've seen. I'm just like that's just a bald guy that I've seen in a movie before. I didn't like how like saturated his colors were. He was so like certain shots
it was less saturated than he was at the end of that one movie.
Which one? At
the end of like Thor 2 or Doctor Strange or something, there's like that end credit scene where he's like, "It's time to go," and he's like, and like you get a close up shot of his face.
That's the end of. I think that's the end of Ultron, actually.
Oh, maybe actually.
Either that or it's the end of. Let's see. We've seen Thanos at the end of the end of Avengers 1, the end of, in Guardians, at the end of, maybe Thor: The Dark World. Maybe we saw him there.
That's what I thought.
It was either Thor: The Dark World where we saw him a second, like at the end, or it was Ultron.
Can we talk about how crazy it was when Red Skull showed up? I was like,
I had to stop for a second. I thought, is that Red Skull?
I saw it, and then like. It came rushing back to me that Red Skull had the Tesseract in Captain America 1, and that then he got shot into space.
Yeah. Like
I was like, whoa.
It took me a second. It's like, oh, it's just some scary Skeletor monster man.
Oh,
but
no.
Then he started
that's
speaking.
Red Skull.
Then he started speaking German, or like started speaking a German accent. I was like, that's Red Skull.
No, when I saw,
I'm
you
colorblind.
Didn't recognize it. Oh, okay.
I'm colorblind. Right. Keep in mind, he looked a little gray. Okay.
You thought he was like death or something.
Thought it was like some spiritual ghost monster man or something like that.
I thought it was
because I didn't think Skeletor would be like a Dementor looking motherfucker when you see him the next time.
Everyone was like, haha, it's a Dementor. Wait a minute, what?
It's Red Skull. But like he started speaking in German accents. Like, it's Red Skull.
And it's crazy because we were talking earlier before the podcast about how kids these days might not have even seen all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. And my little sister Maggie was like, who is that? She didn't remember. Like, she saw Captain America, the first one, like a long time ago.
Yeah.
She just couldn't remember
like the movie's been going on for
at all.
10 years. Like I forgot. I forgot about Red Skull. I forgot he existed because he's like a big deal in the Marvel.
And he was also defeated in the 40s.
Yeah.
So you would have forgotten.
The galaxy forgot about him.
Do you think Heimdall, like, when Red Skull was defeated in 1940 and got shot up into space, do you think he just saw, like, what? That's weird.
Heimdall just saw him fly by. I was like, no. I will say, I got a lot of Star Wars vibes from this movie.
Yeah.
Mainly from, like, the beginning of the movie where,
where it's in destroyed Asgard.
Where it's in a destroyed ship where one of the main characters is shot to a different planet to call for help from other characters.
Oh, yeah.
And then you also have the big bad guy choking out a character to death to get a certain item from him.
To be fair, though, that was actual choking.
Yeah, that was actual. Well, no, he still... Well, in episode
Actually,
4,
it was more than choking.
In episode 4, he, like, choked him... I think he choked the first guy to death.
I thought it was pretty ballsy of Disney to show the blood in Loki's eyes and everything. Dude, I was like, that's pretty graphic.
I was like, that's pretty good.
That's
but then the back of my brain says, okay, we're killing off C characters, right? Or B-list characters right now. We're not going that full. We're not going to kill off Tony Stark.
Before the movie, we talked about how we're jumping all over the place with our conversation.
Yeah, well, because there's so much to talk about.
Before the movie, I was like, I could see them killing off Tony Stark at some point.
My two bets were Tony Stark or Captain America.
Because Robert Downey has expressed interest in leaving before.
Yeah.
And I was like, they could.
I saw a theory that would like keep him around, kind of not as Iron Man, but as just Tony Stark, a mentor to the new Avengers.
I could see that.
Like he just kind of sits in the chair and talks to him.
But I went in and
he kind of be like what Samuel L. Jackson is right now.
Mm-hmm. I went in and I wanted Captain America and Black Widow to die because they were just too. To me, they're too perfect.
Well, like, and also their characters.
Black Widow, it relates with her like backstory and everything of being like a Russian trained girl who had no childhood or whatever.
Did you see the Red Sparrow trailer? Say, oh, it's fucking Black Widow's backstory movie.
But like. She's just too
She's too perfect.
And Steve Rogers are just too perfect to me, and I would be like they should just kill them off and make it
their story that they had in the movie was so uninteresting too. Like I don't know what it was, but I thought
I'm glad they're close to getting rid of the Bruce Banner and Black Widow love story.
They like as soon as she saw him, I was like, "What's up, Bruce?" She's like, "Hi." That was it. That was all they had for their romance.
Yes,
I think that's done, thankfully. But
I think it will be eventually.
No, it's done. They ended it with that transaction right there.
Also, okay, so Black Widow, I didn't realize how much I wanted Black Widow to die before I saw her in Marvel's Spider-Man, the cartoon. And she's just so much cooler there.
Yeah.
She's got like that half-shaved haircut, but it's still red. She doesn't change her hair color every movie.
Well, okay. The reason I'm glad they gave a reason for why Captain America had a
But
beard.
like she has like a suit with like electric powers.
Yeah.
Like, and I think she has that in Iron Man 2, right?
Yes, I think so.
But like
that's how they
she
fight
doesn't.
Whiplash.
She doesn't have.
So what his name
she doesn't have her electric nunchucks in any of the Marvel movies, and I'm like, come on, that's so cool.
She like
Natasha Romanoff, that's her name. She's just so much cooler in like everything but the movies. In the movies, she's just like, yes, let's do that.
Let's do she just follows whoever the leader is. She's just like a god. Like,
and then she does.
Hawkeye was more interesting than her by the end of Ultron because
because then he has a family.
He has a family.
You know what I think is gonna happen?
Hawkeye's gonna save the day.
No, in Avengers 4.
Part 2 or Infinity War Part 2 or like
I think technically Captain Marvel's Infinity War Part 2.
Is it really?
Yeah, well, because at the end of the credits, Samuel Jackson.
I don't think it's Part 2. I think it's just like a setup for Captain Marvel, and also a setup for Infinity War Part 2.
No, I think Captain Marvel's gonna do something to. I think her movie's gonna be about trying to see what she can do, and then Avengers 4 will be like, I need help.
And then when articles start coming out about Captain Marvel, it's gonna be Marvel's first female lead superhero film stars Captain Marvel saving every white male in the movie. That's gonna be all the Kotaku and
Lion Chala.
BuzzFeed headlines, huh?
And T'Challa.
And T'Challa.
And Sam Wilson.
T'Challa will somehow come back to help Captain Marvel.
So the,
do you think they would have killed T'Challa?
No, but I
if...
think in Avengers 4, Hawkeye's motivation for joining the Avengers is going to be his family disappeared when Thanos snapped his fingers.
Oh.
Right? That'd be so cool.
Oh.
That'd be like, I see. And so then it'll be like another reason to get the gang back together from the first Avengers.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, I noticed that like the characters that didn't die were included the main cast of the first Avengers.
And War Machine. Even though he should be one of the characters that died, because Don Cheadle is so old. He's going to kill over and die on set one day.
No.
He's like 80 years old.
He is, but...
Robert Downey Jr. is 60.
He is.
He looked so old in this movie. I was like, Jesus Christ, he's a corpse. Chris Evans at least still looks good enough to play Captain America.
He's hiding it with his beard.
He is.
I loved Tony and
Doctor Strange's
relationship.
Well, because you said to me,
so funny.
Did you say to me you always saw him as like the wizard?
No,
Iron Man. That's what he is.
That's probably like someone else. Like
some other reviewer I saw, they always described him as like the wizard version of Iron Man.
Yeah,
because they are. They're snarky, and I think I pointed out to you. I liked how they had both people who played Sherlock Holmes in the past interacting with each other.
Yeah, you sent me a
coworker
message.
Pointed that out to me. He's like, wow.
You sent me a message, and he said, "Did you realize that there were 2 Sherlock Holmes on the set of Avengers?" And
interacting with one another.
I was like, whoa, you're right.
And then, like, my coworker was like, I liked it whenever, like, either Tony Stark would refer to,
Ma?
No, he would...
Squidward.
That was funny! Party's over, Squidward, go home.
Alright, I'm sorry, everybody. Nickelodeon canonically exists in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so Danny Phantom cannot join the Avengers because he's a fictional character in that universe. Unfortunate. But here's another question. Here's another question.
Thing in Danny Phantom's
Here's another question. Iron Man: The Armored Adventures is a Nicktoon. So,
wait a minute. Hold on. Let's think about this. Does that mean Otis the Cow can make it into the next Avengers movie?
No, it doesn't, because he's a fictional character in that one.
Oh. Wait a minute. But you got
Shut up, Squidward.
Shut up, Squidward. I loved Ma.
The Black Order was bad.
Ma was good.
Ma was good, but the Black Order was bad.
The Black Order was
overall
so boring. Like they kept.
You know what they amounted to? The General Zod's compatriots in Man of Steel. That's what they amounted to.
That's
obstacles for the characters to defeat, and then the bad guy.
Ma was good.
I liked Ma.
Ma was good because he was a good character.
His name was Ma, right?
Yeah.
That's all right. The good one. I liked him.
Yeah, I liked it because he's like, you've been chosen to be defeated by the hands of Thanos' children. Consider yourselves lucky.
Or consider yourselves blessed.
Consider yourselves blessed. I loved him. He was cool. Like he had like good scenes where like,
he was threatening too with like the needles in Doctor Strange's face.
Yeah,
that made me uncomfortable.
I was so because I don't like needles, so like that scene just like ugh. And like also you had he just like had good lines and like he had like good acting. He was like he looked like Voldemort at times, but like fucking Josh Brolin looked like the Pawn Stars guy. So I don't know what the problem there is.
Shut up, Squidward. We're talking here.
Hey, Squidward, America's closed. Time to go home.
I liked when was it Doctor Strange or Doctor Strange's buddy who chopped off one of their hands? Because I liked that. Doctor
Strange's Wong did it.
I thought that was really funny.
Yeah. He came back with another hand, didn't he?
There was a lot of gore in this movie. I liked when Black Widow got blue blood on her face. She's like, "That was gross." That was disgusting.
Thanos gets like stabbed multiple times. One in a vision, and then another one in actual life.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "You should have aimed for the hand."
Yeah. No, the head.
You should have aimed for the arm, though.
Oh, he said the head.
Well, he can't snap his fingers if his arm's fucking gone.
No, but he can't snap his fingers if his brain isn't too.
It's true.
Unless he's like, in my race, the brain is in our chin.
So
that's like, yeah. Who called it a nutsack? Quill did.
it was either Quill or Tony Stark said it.
No, Quill said it. I
Got
remember.
a nutsack for a face.
Yeah, Stark wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
But Quill.
Oh my god. Okay, this movie proved to me that Drax is the funniest character in the MCU, hands down. How long have you been standing there? About an hour.
An hour.
I have trained myself to stand perfectly still.
So that I am invisible.
So that I am practically invisible. We can see you moving right now.
Like the brag crinkles a
Also,
little.
I realized after watching that movie, you know where he picked up that skill from? Groot.
Yeah.
Because whenever Groot would stop moving, he'd like look around to see like, is he there? It's so funny.
Groot was really good in this movie.
Groot was fine.
I loved him.
I wasn't a big.
He did the whole impaling thing again.
He did.
And then he sacrificed his arm for the greater good.
Then he died.
Yeah.
What's interesting is Rocket and Nebula are the only two from the Guardians that survived.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
The Guardian of the Galaxy.
It's starring a rabbit.
I guess they kept Rocket Raccoon because he's one of the easier characters to keep around to film.
Well, and also he can have an arc of guilt when Quill told him like, I know you're only going there so that you can stay away from Thanos, and he's like, yeah, whatever. Is that any way to talk to Captain?
Is there any way to talk to the captain?
And then like
time to be the captain.
Then he also, when he was talking to Thor, he's like, what do we got to lose? And he's like, I got a lot to lose. And then he lost everything. He's gonna be so sad in the next movie. I'm gonna be like,
I figured he was gonna lose the Avenger, like the original Avengers. Like he was gonna lose like Tony Stark or Captain America, and then then he would have truly lost everything. I thought that's what was gonna happen for his character.
You know what? I think
like Thor's become such a tragic character, but also one of the funnier characters.
Thor became a tragic character, but I like him a lot more now.
Yeah, well, like because he's funny now. Before it was just like, I am man. I am manliest man in the universe. Now he's funny, man. Now I am funny, man.
He's not a dude. He's a
less
man.
hair.
He's not a dude. He's a man.
He's
not a dude. You are a dude.
This is no.
This
dude.
is a man.
This is no dude. This is a man.
A handsome,
rugged
man.
All right, I'll cave in. I'll work out. I'll get a Bowflex.
I'll commit. I'm gonna commit.
I'm gonna commit now. I like how they were kind of referencing that.
No, you are not taking the pod.
You're not taking this pod.
He deepened his voice.
Quill, did you deepen your voice there?
I did not. This is
how I talk.
This is how I talk.
This movie has so many quotes. Like there's the, hey, did you ever see that old movie Alien?
Yeah.
Or there's like, if I hear one more pop culture reference out of you, you're going home.
No more pop culture references out of you for the rest of this field trip.
Spider-Man was fun in this movie.
In this movie, I was already teetering because of Homecoming, but Tom Holland is my favorite Spider-Man now.
I think he's my favorite Spider-Man portrayal. Homecoming is not my favorite Spider-Man film.
It is for me.
No. I just like
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3, come on. Where's
Cinematic masterpiece.
Where is Peter Parker saying, go make me some cookies with nuts in them? Come on, Marvel. Make it happen. I have a thought. Do you think they would have killed T'Challa if Black Panther came out like a year before this movie? And they still would. They knew how popular Black Panther was.
I think they still would, because I think Black Panther's gonna come back in Avengers 4 and he's gonna be like, I'm mad now. And it'd also be more interesting for his character. That's another thing. Okay, so I think Black Panther is just a better Captain America.
I would agree
in every
to that.
sense of the way, and I would much prefer if Captain America died and Black Panther took over.
Well, I liked how Captain America was before.
He's Captain America, as a base. He's Captain America with a stronger suit.
Yeah.
But I also he eats a fruit that makes him super strong instead of getting super serumed up.
I like Captain America's character in Captain America 1 and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, when
he's a character who's like,
I still don't agree.
I always want to do good for everybody. I'm just good guy.
He's too pure.
He's
too good to not be perfect bait for killing, so other people can feel inspired and say, this isn't what he wanted.
He's a martyr.
He's Tadashi.
But then he just become a martyr.
Yeah, that's all he's good for.
I guess so.
Whereas T'Challa in Black Panther, he's like I thought Black Panther was going to be like, oh, whatever, it's just Captain America, but with Black Panther. But instead, it's like, you get to see him talk about diplomacy as king, and then you get to see him fight guys as the guy. And then it's like, oh, you can't kill him on camera because you're a leader. You're a world leader. You can't do that. And so, like, he just has more going on rather than, I believe in justice.
I believe in justice, truth, and America.
Amen, brother.
Like,
let's take a sip.
I don't know. Like, I think I feel like Captain America or Tony Stark will bite the bullet in the next one.
He would have been perfect bait to die because then they could do the storyline where Bucky becomes Captain America, and then he's like, this is too big a responsibility. I can't do it.
They could have done it like in the next movie, but
then I think Sam Wilson becomes Captain America, and so then that would make the character worth something for you.
Falcon.
That would make him worth something, right?
I guess.
Then he wouldn't be Falcon. He'd be the Eagle. He'd scree freedom across the world.
He scree freedom.
Yes.
That would be like. I guess that'd be the only way I really care about Falcon at that point.
Yeah.
I feel like the way they're gonna do it is like this: the old Avengers are going to sacrifice themselves to save like the new line of Avengers that they've set up with like Phase 3.
Do you think Spider-Man is... I don't know the phases. Do you think Spider-Man is gonna be one of the new Avengers?
Yeah.
Because like he's been inducted now.
Yeah, he was inducted, so he's gonna be part of the.
But he was inducted at the end of the old Avengers.
I guess like
Does that
Doctor
count?
Strange will become like the leader of the new Avengers or something like that.
You know what would be really cool? If Doctor Strange goes to the other Spider-Man universes and brings in a bunch... Because he did that in the show. In the show, he's always responsible for like bringing all of the Spider-Mans together.
That'd be pretty good.
Or at least they brought him on in Ultimate Spider-Man.
I'm also calling it now. It's already begun, but that the meme or the part where Doctor Strange spreads his 7 arms around and then like clones himself multiple times, that's gonna be a meme. I'm calling it. It's already kind of started.
Like
that
the
and the
brain
bubble.
expansion?
That and the gun bubble.
gun?
The bubble gun. Those are gonna be like the 2 memes of the movie.
I can't wait for Disney to sell bubblegum merchandise.
They probably are. Yeah.
That's perfect. It's too good.
I went to Target to see if they like what kind of Avengers or like Infinity War merchandise they had. I'm shocked they didn't have the biggest toy spoiler would have been a Star-Lord's gun with bubbles that shoot out of it. It wouldn't have been a spoiler, but it would have been funny that like, oh, so that's why they're selling a bubble gun version of that toy.
All right, so I need to talk about the metal spider because when that happened, I was ecstatic.
Metal spider.
Because that is a reference to not only like Spider-Man having more limbs, but also to the Spider Slayer characters. Usually they're robots with like 4 arms, but like in like the cartoon shows and other mediums, there's a character called the Spider Slayer, who is just like Spider-Man physique with like the 4 extra limbs coming out. And I was like, when that happened, I was like, I called it the Spider Killer because I was so excited. But I believe it was a reference to the Spider Slayer.
Okay.
And I loved that.
You can't tell me that when Deadpool 2 comes out, they're not going to have some kind of reference to the ending of this movie.
Oh, they will.
Because I feel like Deadpool, because now that they're owned by Fox, they might have gotten some insider information of what's going on. So they might know what happens.
Well, Disney doesn't own Fox yet.
Not yet, but
it needs to go through like a signed process next year.
I really hope there's like a scene where Deadpool just turns to dust. It's like at the very end of the movie, like he beats the bad guy, wins, and then he just turns to dust. Where do you think, again, and this is also going into another movie that's coming up, Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I'm not seeing at all because I do not care about Ant-Man.
I'm seeing it because I liked Ant-Man.
I don't like Ant-Man. How do you think that movie's gonna tie in at all? I'm predicting the ending of the movie, like it's gonna either take place during the events of Infinity War,